Okay, today we're going to talk about nuclide symbols. Nuclide symbols are more complicated or more in-depth than the symbol we have on the periodic table because it's going to give us more information. This is really important if you have a specific isotope or if you have an ion. So this one here, this sulfur, is a specific isotope and is an ion. So what do these numbers mean? Okay, this number at the top, the 34, the number at the top is always going to be what's called the mass number. So let's put this down so we can remember that. That number at the top is always the mass number. The number at the bottom is always going to be our atomic number. So the number at the bottom is always the atomic number. And the number up here that says plus or minus, that is going to be the charge. So we know whenever you have this nuclide symbol, that number with the plus or the minus, always top right-hand corner, that's the charge. The number at the top is always a mass number. The bottom number is always the atomic number. So let's talk about doing our work now. Number of protons, neutrons, electrons, mass number, atomic number, and charge. So some of these we can put down right away. We know the mass number is 34. We know the atomic number is 16. We know the charge is -2. So then we want to think about what else we know based on this. Well, atomic number is always equal to the protons. So 16 for atomic number, 16 for protons. The mass number is always protons plus neutrons. So 34 minus 16 is 18. We have 18 neutrons. Now let's take a look at the electrons. We know the electrons in this case is not equal to the protons because there's a negative charge. That negative charge means that we have more electrons than we have protons. And we have 2 more electrons than protons. So 16 plus 2, 18 electrons. Okay, now let's see if we can do this going backwards. So we have right here a list. 7 protons, 8 neutrons, 10 electrons. What's our mass number? What's the atomic number? And what's going to be our charge? Then we're also going to do the symbol up here. So first, protons is the same thing as atomic number, so that's 7. The mass number is always protons plus neutrons, so 7 plus 8, or 15. Now we want to know the charge. So we're going to look at the protons and electrons. We have to compare them. There's more electrons, so it's a negative charge. And 7 and 10, that's a difference of 3. So there's 3 more electrons. Okay, now let's do our symbol. To do the symbol, we need to know which element do we have. The atomic number is what's on the periodic table. So we need to find atomic number 7. And when we look, atomic number 7 is nitrogen, symbol N. So we're going to put an N there. Okay, now remember what we said, the bottom number is the atomic number, so 7 goes there. The top number is the mass number. We know this one specifically 15, so we are not going to use the estimated form. And now we need to know the charge. The charge is -3.